I'm going to go ahead and call the Education Committee to order. We do have a set of minutes for April the 6th.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the minutes. Any questions or concerns? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Mr. Luttrell, I'll turn it over to you.
Okay, I'll give my report first. Just we're, of course, like everyone knows, right in the middle of budget season. Also, 3 weeks school left. We're a lot going on. We have graduations coming up, closing out the school year. We're going to present our budget to Board of Education Monday night and see where that goes from there. If we get approval, then we'll be ready to come to you. If it requires, we've got to the 22nd. So, but I do have it ready to present as a recommendation. Update on West Wilson's making progress. They're making good progress right now. Roofs are starting to go on. They've done it in sections, so still don't have. Everybody wants to know when is it going to be open? As soon as possible. That's the date it's going to be open. They do have a 2-year contract, not due, I guess, till next April. We're hoping with weather holds and supplies hold that will be moved up. We're starting to meet pretty regular construction meetings. The good thing is we've not had any major changes to plans or nothing. It's moving right along. Just closing out the school year. Looks like we're going to end the year up about 690 students from where we ended last year. And immediately we'll start with restoration for the upcoming school year. One of the biggest things we're dealing with right now is we're finishing up testing also this week. We'll be finished, and we've got a short turnaround on that 3rd grade retention law. We're hoping, I think it's the 19th, to have some data back. Our kids will have the opportunity to retest before being out for the school year. And with the 25th, we'll know for sure how many have to attend our summer school program or be retained. So we're working through all that. There's a lot of communication going on. That's the big news. We're in hiring season. We have seen an uptick a little bit in our applications. We feel good about that. But you never know. When school's out, then you always pick up some more resignations. But we try to communicate a lot. And right now my principals are reporting they feel pretty good about filling some of our spots. So it's a busy time of the year. Do have a budget amendment we'll bring, and I'm going to turn that over to Ms. Baxter. She's going to take care of it.
Before we get back, can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
Then I'm sure everybody on the commission's been getting a lot of emails and calls and things like that. Is it true some of the other, like Rutherford County, some of the other school systems got like a $10,000 boost in pay? And
I don't know that. I don't speak for Rutherford County. I've seen something just in the news said they was getting a 5% raise. Is there a difference in their pay? There's a difference in their pay. There's been a difference in their pay. What we've done, and you'll see that when we get into budget, I wasn't going to bring it up tonight, but when we come to you, you're going to see an increase. We're giving what we can out. We're using our TISA money. Most of our TISA money is going to go to employees, plus our classified. We're giving them a really good raise there. Everybody in the county, everybody in our system is going to get something, and there'll be some of them get good raises, and we're getting probably deeper than I wanted to get tonight because I've not got it out of my board yet.
no, I understand.
But it's comprehensive. Yes, there is a difference in pay in other districts, but we've been addressing that through the last 2 years, and we'll continue to do that.
Do we have any idea yet what this is going to be?
Oh, still operating on projections. Right now, it looks like approximately 20 million, 17 to 20 million. It varies, and it's still changing. It can change. But I feel comfortable thinking 17 to 20, but everybody's got to understand, we have to be conservative when I bring you a budget because it's on projections, not allocations.
What is that? How's that line up with the previous program that just replaced?
Is that much more money?
No, I mean,
Is that much more state money?
is that much more than
Yes.
the previous program?
Yes, that's the increase, and we're putting most of that to our employees. And I'll have that all broken down for you to show you.
And I know you still got to go to the board and everything, but once you get a guarantee, is it something you can come back halfway through the budget year and address even more so if you know the money's going to be guaranteed as far as for employee raises?
That's hard to say. I mean, you can always amend your budget. And yeah, if our revenues come in more, absolutely if we want to. But you gotta understand where we're starting at. I got 2,700 employees right now,
Mhm.
okay? Approximately 1,400 to 1,500 of them are teachers. The rest of them are classified.
Mhm.
We had people starting out at $950 a year ago.
All right.
I've
So-
got to spread this to address the needs and hit this whole district, and I think it does that. And the state law is going to, the new state law is going to go in place. We've got to have start and pay to 50,000 in 4 years.
Mhm.
So we already know what we got to do this year, what we got to do next year, and I'm talking to a lot of directors, and we're all saying the same thing. We have to be conservative on this front end, or we're coming back to y'all to pick up. I don't want to do that. I want to take care of our money as much as we can.
No, I agree with
yeah.
that. I just, like I said, I'm
Yeah,
probably
if
receiving 5 or 6 calls a week
I understand.
and probably 20 emails just,
And I'll be
I guess
glad to
some
meet
people-
with any of them if you want to send them on to me, especially for our employees. I got no more policy.
Mhm.
I've been doing that a lot in the last 48 hours. Sitting down and showing them, here's what you're going to make. And just, I'm going to say this because I think everybody's doing the same thing. I got some classified people who are going to get a 20% raise. On an hourly employee, that's a pretty good raise.
and I hope they understand that.
And I want to keep doing it. My track record is going to show in 2 years, I've done that. And I will continue to do that.
Has the state told you when you're going to get final TISA numbers?
I'm hoping June.
Okay.
I'm hoping.
But there's not like we'll let you know by June or by July 1 or anything
And
like
I
that?
feel
Okay.
comfortable with what we're seeing on projections,
Mm-hmm.
that it's going to hold.
Right.
I do. But, I mean, that's just, and here's what everybody else don't understand. TISA, the thing with TISA, it is per pupil.
Right.
So that's a pretty good chunk of money for us.
Mhm.
But a district that's got twice as many students got twice as much money.
Right.
And when you get to budgeting that, the
What are we
bigger-
ranked across to the state as far as the number of students?
I think ninth. That's the last time I've seen. We're about ninth. But some of these counties that touch us, you mentioned Rutherford County, I think they get over 50,000 this year.
Over 22?
Right.
We're about 20,600. But right across the line, they got 51,000. I think Sumner County's about 30,000. So you're going to see your state funding, but it's per student.
Mhm.
And in budgeting, the bigger the revenue, the more you can spread that out. And that's just what it is. I like our budget. Now, my board's not approved it. They're going to get an opportunity, but we've worked hard to put it everywhere and address the needs. And most of it's employed. We got to take care of insurance too. We've been losing money in our insurance fund as you add more employees. So we're putting more money in employee per employee. You'll see quite a bit more money going in there than what we've ever done. And we're going to have to keep doing that to keep that fund from happening.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Budget Amendment 2023-12. This time I put it out to the side after each one, what the detail of what the actual budget is, the budget amendment is.
Thank you.
The first one is we're reallocating expenditure budgets as needed to better use remaining funds. So we're just looking at transportation and they're looking at what they need. So basically we're putting money in other charges and in service development and taking it out of utilities and bus drivers. The second one, the state asked them to come back with the IDA CCIS budget and amend it. They took out the certified teachers and put it into instruction materials and supplies materials and service staff development. Third one, that's just Family Resource Center revenue that we've received and the corresponding expenditure line item that will be paid out of. That's highlighted because it's a revenue line item. The fourth one, we're moving funds from designated fund balance for math textbook purchase. We had designated this money at the end of last year, and set it aside for this textbook purchase, knowing it was coming up. So now we're moving that to go ahead and order those. The next one, we're reallocating expenditure budgets as needed to better use the funds. There again, just looking at, this is our 146 extended school fund, and she looked at her budget and what was remaining and what she needed and just reallocating. The next one is also 146, our extended school fund. They are making improvements, capital improvements for the learning center. So we're moving funds there from their fund balance and allocating it to some capital outlay and capital improvement projects, furniture and fixtures, some other preschool equipments that needs updating, and then just supplies and materials. And then the last one is insurance recovery funds that we've received, and we're just allocating them against the expenditure line item that they were paid from, and that is also a revenue line item.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve number 23. Any questions or concerns? Not number 23, number 12. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, number 13.
Number 13, we just have received in the last week and a half the allocations from for our summer school budget, those final allocations. So we're bringing those to you, how we're budgeting that money that we're receiving. It's broken into two, a summer learning camp and a summer learning transportation camp budget. So that's basically recording the revenue and the expenditures for summer camp.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve number 13. Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Resolution.
All right, we also have the resolution. We had the finding with our audit about our 142 fund. So this is a resolution to permanently move 1.5 million over to 142 from general fund so that we will not be in that situation again.
Motion to approve.
Second. Motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Is there any old business? Any new business? Any comments? Any motions?
Motion to adjourn.
Thank you.